Hello and welcome, Sai here, and today we're going to be looking at Eli Martyr of FreeMelon Society, and we're asking the question, does he look healthy or is he healthy? And we're going to be using measures to determine this. Measures like skin, the eyes, muscle tone, physical ability, mental state. And I want to say that I do like Eli, so I'm not making this video to try and tear him apart. And that being said, I don't blame you if you make a video about me and try to pinpoint all the things about me that you want to make a story or a case against me about why I'm not healthy. If you choose to do that, I am totally okay with it. But again, this is a friendly video to point out what may or may not be healthy about Eli. So I just wanted to start off with this video because I think it's a perfect example to show Eli's skin and also to show just how skinny he is. And you can see that he does have some muscle tone, but he is looking pretty thin. And I also want to point out the color of his skin. It looks like an olive, maybe almost grayish, greenish, yellowish. I mean, I think this really does show just how thin he is. And it reminds me of when I was a raw vegan and I was very, very thin. I believed at the time that I was healthy, but if I look back to that time, I don't think that I was as healthy as I thought I was. And I'm glad that I am not a raw vegan anymore or vegan at all. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at another clip. So what I want you to focus in on here this time is Eli's lips, his skin also, and his eyes. And so we're going to really zoom in on his lips and take a look at those in a minute. But I also want to point out his skin in this image is grayish, green, yellow, and his eyes look a little bit sad, and it looks like there's dark circles around him. And because of his natural skin tone, I think it's a little harder to see those dark circles. But I think anybody who really wants to see them will notice that they're there. But let's just go ahead and zoom in on his lips really quick. So as you can see, there's these cracks on his lip. And the reason that I'm pointing them out is because he uses some kind of a filter. And you can just catch these when the camera zooms in at different times when you're watching the video. And so I had to stop it on this clip. But this is something that happened to me frequently when I was a vegan, and especially around the corners in the middle of my lip. It very rarely, if ever, happens since I've not been vegan and eating meat again. So just wanted to point that out, and we're going to move on to the next clip. Now in this clip, I guess I'm showing you this for giving a little bit of a compliment to Eli. You can see he is lean, he does have muscle tone, and he's in a different light, so his skin does look a little different. I would still say that based upon what my experience is and what I've seen with other vegans is that his skin is kind of an olivish, yellowish color. It doesn't have as much of the kind of natural reds that would occur even in somebody who is his particular genetics, which I'm going to demonstrate when I show you another video from 8 years ago. So, but I just wanted you to take a look at him and I can say, yes, okay, yeah, if you just saw him, he's in his 40s, I believe, you probably would think, yeah, he's a generally fit, healthy looking person. On the slim side, nothing wrong with that, but definitely on the slim side. Let's take another look at a different clip. I wanted you to just get a good picture of the fact that he's kind of tall and he's very lean. So you can see muscle tone, but exceptionally lean. I'm not sure that it's necessarily a healthy lean, but he's lean and we can definitely say that he looks fit. So again, I wanted to give him some credit too. You can see that he is very able physically to do things that maybe a lot of people can't do. I also want to point out that he's been able to do this kind of stuff and has been doing this stuff for a long time. So he started this long before he became a raw vegan. In addition to that, when you see him in a minute, when he wasn't a raw vegan, you'll see that he had more mass to him and he was a totally different color. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So I just want you to notice here that even his hands were a different color. He's much lighter, more white. He doesn't have this olive yellowish color. Here's another scene, kind of just show you how He was muscular. It's coming up here in a second. Let's go ahead and just zoom in on this here. And so I think you'll notice his skin is a different color, and he definitely has more meat on his bones. He looks more robust to me. Yeah, I'd like to get your opinion too. Obviously, was a fit guy before, still fit now. Healthy is another question. And we were looking at his eyes. There's kind of the dark around his eyes. He's got the cracked lips. He's extra thin, and he is, by his own words, not as strong. And he claims that you can't be as strong if you eat how he does, but that's the natural way for humans to eat. So keep that in mind. We looked at his physical ability, and we can see that he has good physical ability. And one of the things that I wanted to point out is discipline. So a person like Eli is a very disciplined person, and he grooms himself well. So when you have a person who's disciplined and you look at them, there's something healthy about that alone. So you can definitely give him points for that. And for anybody who follows any kind of discipline in their life, when you look at them, they're going to appear more healthy on some level than the average person. So I think that does go a long way for him. But when it comes to, is he healthy? Could he do better? I would say that he could do better if he was to add meat into his diet, which I'm sure he would disagree with. But I want to know, what do you think? Is Eli Martyr healthy? Does he look healthy? Please let me know what you think and share in the comments.